y'all, Taylor by Debbie here. We've got a little bit different angle this week because I'm going to show you how to take our sign that we made week before last and our ribbon that we took and made into this bow into a beautiful patriotic wreath. So the first thing I've done is I've taken my drill and I drilled a hole in the bottom. This top already had a hole. So now I'm just going to take a pipe cleaner, put it through and kind of bend it in the middle like so. And then we are going to attach this onto our wreath by just sticking the pipe cleaners through the grapevine. And this one's kind of loose, so I can just easily push it through. But if not, you can take like a yarn needle and use that to help thread the pipe cleaners through. And then I'm just twisting the pipe cleaners on the back to secure. Okay, and then when we're done, I will go back and cut those excess tails of the pipe cleaner off. So we're going to have just a little bit of the pipe cleaner showing, but I'm not going to worry about that. So we just push those through there, pull it tight and down to kind of, I think I'm going to move the placement of this one so it can go down behind it. Just putting it through in two different places. And then we're going to take the pipe cleaners and just twist them around, and that will hold our sign nice and secure. And you also see I kind of placed it right here under this stick, so that's also going to help keep our sign nice and secure. So that's where I wanted our sign to be. So now we're going to add some greenery and florals on either side of our bow. I took our bow and just attached it so the tails are kind of cascading down the wreath on either side. And we're going to bring the greenery and florals here and here. So it's going to be kind of like a swag effect, because I want to use a little bit of this ficus leaf kind of as a foundation. And I buy these at my wholesale supplier. I've just got 2 of them. And they come on three branches on one stem. I'm going to cut these off the stem. And I like to use my diagonal cutters that I got from Home Depot. They're the Crescent brand. I love these. Need you a good strong pair of cutters that can cut through wire when you're making wreaths. It'll make your life a lot easier. Okay, so now I've got a glue pot over here. I'm just going to stick the tip of my greenery in my glue pot. And then we're going to go right up underneath the tails of that bow and just start adding some greenery in. Okay, I'm going to put 3 stems on the top and below our bow. And then we're just going to kind of spread those out, spread out that greenery. Give us a nice foundation. Okay, I'm going to come up right under here and put that 3rd one. And you just want to check on the back and make sure your stems are not going all the way through. Now we're going to do the same thing on the top. So I'm just going to take this and cut them off. Okay. And then we're going to dip these in our hot glue and place them diagonally at the top. Okay, come right up under here. Coming out the top. And again, it's going to make kind of a swag effect. So we'll put one of the shorter ones on each side with the long one in the middle, just like we did at the bottom. Okay, right here. And then this last one. If you don't have a glue pot, you can just squirt the ends of your greenery picks and your florals with some hot glue using your hot glue tool instead. I like to place the bow a lot of times when I'm doing a grapevine wreath, so I know where my bow is and I don't waste putting any greenery or florals where the bow is. Now I've got some greenery that's got some little white flowers and little white almost berries, and I'm going to spread those out above our base greenery. Just going up into the grapevine and going in at a diagonal. Okay, and these are movable. I do like the movable greenery if you can find it. It helps you be able to put that greenery exactly where you would like for it to be on your project. Coming up underneath some of those leaves, I want to bring some of this white down lower. I'm just going to turn it. Spread that out a little bit. Push these up. So all of this will show when I come up under here to place it. See, let's get some good glue on the end there so this will stay. I'm going in at an angle, and I just want to kind of place it in and around this other greenery that we already have in there for our foundation. I believe I have 12 pieces, so I'm going to place about 6 on the bottom, and then we'll do 6 on the top. Just lifting the leaves so I don't get the hot glue all over the leaves of the greenery that we already have on here. That was 4. Let's go right in here with another one. 5, and then I think I'll come right over here. With our last one for the bottom. I'm going to put one just right up in here. Coming out from that bow up here at the top, right there. Okay, so there's our foundation of greenery. Then I'm just going to kind of intermingle it a little bit. Pull some of these leaves over. There we go. All right, you want to make sure we can still see our tails, our ribbon tails. So I'm liking the way this is looking. Just fluff our bow a little bit. Now we're going to put some of that white and green leaf greenery up at the top. Whoa, I dripped a little bit of glue, but that's all right. Just going to go in right there. Okay. Pulling some of this greenery up, spreading it out. Got some glue strings. An easy way to get rid of your glue strings when you're doing a project like this is just to take your heat tool and blow it, or your hair dryer and blow it, and it'll make those little glue strings disappear off of your wreath. Okay. Let's go right down in there with that one. Okay, so we got 3 more for the top. Kind of go in behind like we did on the lower level a little bit. Have some kind of peeking out right back here. Okay, then I think I want some coming right over here. Come back here on the bow. Let's just pull that over a little bit. There. And then I think I'm going to go right in there with our last piece. Got a nice long one that we've saved to go right back there. Get all the glue strings as much as I can. Okay, let's go right down in here with that one. There we go. Now we've got our greenery placed. Now we're going to go in with some color, and I've got some pretty red roses that we're going to put in here next. I want to kind of see how tall these are going to be. I think that'll be good. Just going to cut a little bit of that length off because we don't need them to be quite that tall. Put some glue. And then we're going to go in right about here. Again, you want to go diagonally and look at the back and make sure the the tips of your florals are not coming out too far on the back. Okay, so there's that one. Let's see, 4, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 of these, so we're going to do 4 and 4. I know we usually typically like to do odd numbers, but sometimes that doesn't work out. And I'll have even numbers, and if I've got them, I just use them up so I don't waste the florals. Okay. Because having 1 or 2 of something is harder to use up, you know, than if you have several. Okay, let's put that one right down here. Put some greenery. Okay. And then we're going to take and put this one right over here. Okay, so there's our red on the top. Now we're going to do the bottom. So I'm going to cut this one just a little bit. Let's get our bow fluffed again on kind of where we want it to be. This ribbon right here turned a little bit, so let me turn that back. There we go. I'll do my final bow fluffing, of course, after I get everything placed. But I do like to kind of fluff it as I'm going, so I don't place a flower where the bow's going to be covering it up mostly. I want them to be where they will be seen and pretty. Okay, so we're just going to go right here in the middle, and I'm going in at an angle. Let's place that one right there, coming out the bottom, and I'm going to turn it so the leaves are placed the way I want them to be. This one I'm going to cut a little off as well. Some of these stems are quite long on these roses. They're long stem rose picks. Okay, let's put this one right over here. Let one of those ribbons drape between those 2 roses and the other one kind of behind it. All right, let's see here. Cut this one off too. How I want these leaves to be. There we go. Now this easel that I have my wreath on is just an artist easel that I bought at Michael's for about $30. So you don't have to have anything fancy, y'all. It just has this right here that you can set your wreath on while you're working on it. Put it on a table or a countertop, you know, to get it up at a good work height for you. Okay, now this last one, I think I'm going to come down through here and just kind of place it right down here. So I'm going to hold this apart, put my glue on my stem, and then I'm going to go right up through there and just kind of place it right there where it's coming down out the bottom. I just think that looks pretty. Okay, so now we've got our white, we've got our red, we've got some foundation greenery back there, and I'm really loving the way this is looking, y'all. Next thing we're going to do is add some pops of blue, and I have these mums, kind of almost like a spider mum, but not quite. So I'm going to, that's just a leaf. I'll put it to the side. I'm sure I can use it for something. I see one more over here. Here's one that doesn't have a leaf, so I can take the leaf off of that other one. Put it on this one. So let's just cut these off. Here's another leaf. Tell you what I'll do, if I can easily pull that off, is just place it right on here. Let's go ahead and replace that one to this stem that has the leaves on it. There we go. So now we've got 3. We've got 6 of these. So we'll use 3 on top and 3 on the bottom. I think that would be a good ratio for this design. These are a little bit lighter blue, but they do have some of the dark navy blue painted on the tips. So I think they're going to work out great in this design. But y'all, we're almost done making our wreath. Can you believe how easy it is to do this? Grapevines are one of my favorite types of wreaths to design with, especially when you're first starting out. Okay, we'll put that blue right there. And then I'm going to put one right here. And then probably right over here or up here. Let's see. Let's place this one first over here. Let's see if I can feed that down into the grapevine right there. Then I'm going to just take and bend it so it's facing forward a little bit more, so that pretty blue will show up. Okay, now I need a nice tall one because I think I'm going to go right here with it. Okay, right there. I think that'll be pretty. Just kind of spread them out however it looks pleasing to your eye. Okay. And again, I'm going to take it and just kind of bend it forward a little bit. And same thing with this one. Take it and bend it so the blue's kind of facing out. All right, then I'm going to spread our bow out. I'm thinking I might want to move this one, y'all. I think I want to move that one because it's interfering with my bow. See how having the bow on here is beneficial? Because you know that flower, we just figured out this flower was blocking part of the bow. So I'm going to put it, I think I'm going to put it over here instead, maybe right there. Up a little bit more. Get that glue on the end. That one wasn't glued in very securely either. It was very easy for me to pull it out, so that was a blessing. Okay, let's just stick it right there. Don't want to cover up my red, but I do like that better because it's not right here where this bow, the ribbon was for the bow. Okay, and like I said, we'll fluff that bow better once we have the whole thing done. Now we're going to come down here and put some blue. And I kind of wanted that. Let me straighten my easel back out. I pushed it. I kind of want this ribbon to cascade around this rose. So I'm gonna turn my rose a little bit, just like that. And I think I'm gonna come down here and put the blue kind of around this part. So I'm going to go right in the middle, underneath here, just lifting all that stuff out of the way. And then coming right down here, turning it, facing it up just a tad, so it'll come down, that white behind it, cascading down behind it. I like the placement of that one. Then I think I'll come right over here and put one. I'm going to dry fit it first. And let's see if we can bring one right through there. I do like that, y'all. But I think it's kind of getting in the way of my ribbon right there. So let's see if we can put it right down here instead. Or how about right up in this area? Right through here. Oh, now I like that. Okay, that's where we're going to put our last two. So I'm going to take that out. Just kind of play with it and see what is most pleasing to your eye. You want the color to kind of move around in almost a triangle shape. So you see how I'm kind of placing these in a triangle and these are kind of in a triangle. And then we just have our, our extra kind of sticking over here. But yes, I like that there. So I'm going to take that out and place it. You want your eye to move around the color, move around the elements on the wreath. So by placing them kind of in a triangle, that helps your eyes move around. And that still has that ribbon coming out here at the bottom. I want to uncover that white and cover some of this white and put it in front of the green leaves. But we want the red and the blue to be prominent in front of the white Okay, see if we got any more white hanging out back here that we can bring up here and kind of have coming out. Let me put that in front. There's a little bit more white now. So I like the way that looks, y'all. Now our other tails, we're going to pull them over here. So now we can see all of our ribbon. Here's our bow. I will take this outside and take a picture of it so you can see, you know, what it looks like hanging up. But thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you guys will give this a try. It's not hard to do, and they turn out so pretty. They're great for gifts, and they also look beautiful like hanging. If you have outdoor ribbon, you can make these to hang on a fence outside. You know, make a smaller version and put on your mailbox. I really do hope y'all will give this a try. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you'll always know when I put up new content. And until next Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, y'all have a blessed week, and I'll see you then.